to help those sort of things be dealt with. So what the district council is asking is if the parish councils are prepared to get involved with that, they would like a working party of councillors to work with them to agree what the issues are that need to be addressed, and then for the parish in effect to pay for those things to be done, but that to be grant funded from the fund that Sedgemoor is holding. And on that basis they've approached us because obviously we've got a scheme in the village. A similar approach has been made to Limpsham, who have got a scheme there. I know a similar approach has been made to East Huntsville because they're also at the same position. But it is basically to allow the background work to be done to try and move forward developments of that sort of nature. So it's basically asking for the cooperation of the parish council in doing that and setting up that sort of working group of 2 or 3 members to liaise with Duncan and Esther.
Thoughts? Anybody have any thoughts one way or the other?
I don't like joining the group.
I don't mind joining the group, no, certainly not.
I mean, the one thing that I think I remember Duncan saying, correct me if I'm wrong, that by having this potential grant, it may enable the number of affordable houses to go up.
Oh.
Not directly, but it might. I mean, it depends on how the feasibility study goes.
There is the potential.
What would potentially change the proportion of the affordable housing is who the developer is, as to whether it's an affordable housing provider doing the whole development, including the open market stuff, or whether it's a normal developer doing it and then making affordable houses available.
Okay. So we've got 2 people.
2 people, yeah.
Okay.
So
Peter, John. Yeah, Peter and John.
So in principle we can write back to Duncan and say, in principle yes,
Yes.
so we've got 2 people that would be happy to prepare them.
Yeah. And of course Duncan, that leads on to the next thing, because Duncan and Esther are coming to our meeting, annual meeting, to update on where we're at as far as the affordable housing is concerned.
You've seen a copy of the agenda.
Yeah.
All happy?
Is coming. Andy Roberts. We're hoping to have PC Wills and Roger, Bern's husband, coming on to talk about Speedwatch briefly, and then we've got Andy Roberts coming to talk about the upgrading of the fast sewer system.
Yes.
So hopefully there'll be some interested parties there.
Colin?
Given the comments that we've had rendered to us this evening, can we make sure every way possible that our annual general meeting is properly advertised to people or communicated to people? I know we do it by notice boards. I think, I haven't read my BKN, but is it in there?
It is in the BKN.
There is an article in there.
No, there's not an article, but it's in the back with the list of what's on in April.
Okay, all right.
And what I will do, I'll ask Dave if he can make a bit of a thing of it on the website homepage.
Okay.
So you know it's quite a strong, robust notice.
Yeah. It should be, sorry.
Thank you.
Should
All
there
right.
be something in the post office, in the village shop?
Well, we have a separate
Well, there's a
notice
notable
there.
there anyway.
Goes
So it's
there.
a bit of
Yeah, but actually on the window I'm talking about, because that's what people look at.
Yeah.
Justice to come in, yeah.
Sorry to butt in. Do we put one in the notice board by the loos as well? By the
Yeah. There's one in there now. It's done this evening actually.
Yeah.
So there's already one up now in that notice board. I've got to do the other one in the morning. That's the one
Yeah,
down
people-
the post office end.
Again, people are not aware. Half the people, I don't think, are not aware of where we do advertise and where our information is, and this is part of possibly.
Is it worth having doing another bit in the Brent Knoll News? I know
Yeah, do one,
but
yeah.
just telling people where to look to keep up to date so they know what is happening.
There is a rider on the annual report, and it just says, not through our website, but it spells out Owen's email, postal address, parish surgery,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. So we've got it all there, and we've had, in all honesty, as you know, we discussed the fact that we have parish surgeries every month, and the number of attendees has been
Yeah.
nil.
No. I'm interested.
But Sharon, I think in a way we just need to flag it back up to people that this information is always out there on
Absolutely.
the website and
Yes.
on the notice boards.
Yes.
So if there are, people can keep an eye on those things as well, because otherwise you can't get it to every house, every time, every issue.
I can remember at, when I was clerk of London, we had 9 notice boards around London, and still the message never seemed to. I used to go around and do all 9 notice boards, and frequently people say,
Malcolm, matters of any other matters of report?
Yes, please. I've been approached by a few people about this new fencing that's been put up at the side of a house that's in Portland Place, do we call it? Yes, and backing onto Battleborough Lane, and it's the boundaries there, and they've put the fencing here. So that's the end of their garden, and they have put the fencing there.
So they've actually taken.
They've actually come
Into the bit of
virtually
land.
onto the road, the lane, because that is adopted, that bit. And we've mentioned that maybe the enforcement officer could just have a look at that.
I think you'll find it's a legal matter with solicitors actually.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I think what they need to do is look at their title deeds
Yeah.
and need to look at where their boundaries are, and if they're not happy, or if they think their boundary's been encroached, they need to.
No, it's
It's the other way round.
highways.
Highways.
It's highways, oh right, okay.
Highways.
Oh, well, a different matter, it's highways, of course, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
No, it's the landowner has
Right.
decided to put a new fence up and not put
Right.
it back where it
Where
used
it
to
should
be.
be.
Yeah.
Yes,
And it's gone out, and so he's pitched a bit of land.
Land grab.
Land grab, exactly.
yeah, okay.
So we can,
I'll put that on the agenda anyway, so next time around.
might have nothing, John,
No, thank you.
Colin,
No, I look forward to hearing from Owen.
Yes.
yeah, Peter.
Yes, I don't know if you all know that I had another Sedgemoor District Council demand notice after the original one, and the only difference was that you got the percentage wrong.
Yeah.
Now, I got no problem with that, but the cost, it must have cost to send everybody one of these, and yet every week we're being told that we should improve our council, we should be down at Sedgemoor learning how to be better councillors, we should be learning how to conduct ourselves in public. I wondered as to whether the council could send a note to district council saying how disappointed we are, because
Was it district or county?
district.
It was district.
It's a district.
Our district council, I mean, I'm quite happy for him to take. I mean, that's me, but what I wanted to reinforce is by bringing it out to council, and we wrote as a council. I don't know how you all feel.
Well,
It can go on the agenda,
Yeah.
a piece of resolution.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, so in subject matter then, this is the percentages on the latest council tax
A
demand.
mass.
Because there was an error, they had to reissue
Yes.
everybody's council tax demand, so there was a cost implications.
Okay.
Cynthia?
No, I haven't heard any.
Bob? Thank you. No. So our next meeting is scheduled for, our next scheduled meeting is 3rd of May.
And our APM, which we have a planning application attached to it as well, because we do have a planning application on the 19th as well to discuss before the main parish meeting.
Not on the 3rd of May, we can't deal with
Council
it.
tax bill through.
It's too
Someone
long.
has just come in.
It's too long, yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. It's only just, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I haven't opened it up.
Well, we
but
can-
it's here.
So, yeah, we can do the planning meeting at 6:30 actually. That's okay.
And it's going to be April.